So, remember when Cyberpunk 2077 launched in 2020 and V fell through the floor, T-posed through elevators, and cars teleported into buildings like they were late for a Fast and Furious audition? Yeah, we were all mad. Keanu Reeves told us we were breathtaking, and then we booted up the game only to get breathtaking crashes every 5 minutes. But what if, stay with me here, what if that wasn't a bug? What if that chaotic, glitchy, broken mess of a launch wasn't a mistake, but a message? Ladies, chums, and netrunners, today we're diving into the wild theory that Cyberpunk 2077's launch is actually canon. Specifically, a vision of a possible ending, one where V chooses to upload his engram to the net with Alt, but then somehow gets downloaded back into his meat body. Only now, that body is wrong. It's been tweaked and tuned to host Johnny Silverhand, not V. And that means V's consciousness, his engram, is no longer compatible with his own brain and body. Result, reality begins to glitch. Physics breaks down. NPCs become sentient mannequins. And you, dear player, are witnessing the internal collapse of a man who literally can't even exist properly anymore. This isn't a tech failure. This is psychological horror, with a splash of corporate sabotage and chrome-plated identity crises. If you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get more crazy, out the wazoo content like this. Let's rewind to the ending of Cyberpunk 2077, where V joins Alt Cunningham in the Blackwall, fully digitizing his consciousness to escape death. It's an ending that feels oddly peaceful. He walks into the light, says goodbye to his friends, and essentially becomes code. But what if Alt Cunningham, for reasons only a rogue AI would understand, decides to try giving V his body back? Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's curiosity, or maybe she just wants to prove she's better at resurrection than the relic that started this whole mess. Now imagine, you're an engram, a highly complex digital replica of a human consciousness, and Alt just force installs you into a body that's been chemically, neurologically, and probably spiritually tuned to house Johnny Silverhand. From the beginning, the chip was never meant to restore you. It was built to overwrite you. So now, like trying to run Windows XP on a toaster that thinks it's a blender, V's engram starts glitching in real time. This explains why, in the early versions of the game, you press one button and launch 15 meters into the sky. The game wasn't broken. The game was breaking the player. All right, let's talk evidence. In-game, V already suffers from blackouts, hallucinations, and full-on Johnny Silverhand intrusions. Even before the supposed upload, the relic's been doing its thing, altering V's personality, memories, and neural pathways. Judy even comments, "You're not the same person I met back at Lizzie's." And she's right, V isn't the same. He's a testbed for transhuman trauma. Now take that concept and amplify it. V comes back from the net, but this time he is the code, restored into meat space with zero compatibility testing. Suddenly, your arms clip through your jacket, elevators shoot you into orbit, and cars vibrate like they just drank 12 cans of Smash. You think that's a rendering bug? Nah, that's V's mind desyncing from the meat. That's the psychological horror of being an engram trapped in flesh that's rejecting you like a bad chrome implant. You'll remember that in some of the clips of Cyberpunk's launch, some players experienced V suddenly flatlining out of combat. Do you know what that was? Those were signs that V's body was not able to withstand the pressure and poison effect of his engram, causing him to have a heart attack while the player is taking a stroll through Night City. Remember Delamain, our favorite schizo AI taxi driver? When his different personalities go rogue, he literally fragments. That was a metaphor for this outcome.
And to think you're transforming not unlike he just did.
But when Delamain's fragments were pieced back together by V, he became something more. Something greater than his former Uber self. So much so that the new him was disgusted by what he was and found conversing with V beyond him. The rapid advancement of Delamain when put back together made sense because he was always an algorithm, and those fractured parts of him had gained more knowledge and character when they went rogue, unlike V, who was flesh before being uploaded. This means that when V got back in his body, his mind was too advanced for his body, which is why the players experience those things we call bugs. In Night City, the soul can break. That theme is everywhere. Johnny's ghost, Alt's disembodied self, even Atom Smasher, who's more metal than man, proves that the line between hardware and identity is thin. You remember the NPCs walking backward, floating cigarettes, dialogue options that triggered from the wrong scene? These weren't mistakes. These were the earliest signs of V's destabilization. A rogue engram shoved back into a body that was already halfway. Johnny is like forcing a puzzle piece where it doesn't fit. The result? Everything bends, dialogue scripts mix up. V starts making choices that don't feel like you anymore. You pick I understand and V says, I'll kill them all. It's not a bug, it's desync between Engram V and his own corrupted nervous system. In fact, the entire city reflects this glitchy lens. Night City was always supposed to feel overwhelming, offbeat, borderline deranged. Gigs pile up endlessly. Rides text you like desperate Tinder dates. River wants to be your boyfriend after one side quest. The whole place operates like code that's slowly unraveling. And no wonder, you are the final contradiction. A man running code in a body meant for someone else, living in a city where memory and matter constantly collapse on themselves. Think about it. You play a game about a broken person inside a broken city, fighting broken systems, and then the game itself breaks on you. It's genius. It's meta. It's like the developers were warning you. Hey, Choom, this is what happens when you mix souls with software. You thought you were mad about your save file corrupting, but really, that's just V's consciousness failing to anchor itself. You thought the NPCs vanishing in front of you were bugs, but maybe they were ghosts. Digital memories that your brain can no longer properly parse. CDPR didn't ship a broken game. They shipped a prophetic experience. Cyberpunk isn't just about the dangers of tech, it's about the madness that comes from not knowing if you're still you. And when you boot up that first-gen version of the game, you live through it, one physics-defying motorcycle crash at a time. So what does it all mean? Well, maybe we were too harsh on Cyberpunk's launch. Maybe we should have seen it for what it really was, an in-universe simulation of V's descent into body horror hell, trapped between man and machine, logic and madness, chrome and soul. Or maybe it was just really bad QA. Either way it fits, right? You don't get to be the future's most cursed merc without a few memory leaks and T-poses. In a world where identity can be copied, sold, and rebooted, the idea of your mind failing to anchor, of you literally falling through the world, isn't just plausible. It's the most cyberpunk thing ever. So next time your game bugs out or V gets stuck halfway inside a vending machine, just smile and say, it's not a glitch, it's canon. Thanks for watching, Chooms. Don't forget to like, sub, and maybe back up your engram just in case. Also, let me know your thoughts about the video in the comments. See you in the next one.